November 6, 2012, the release of Halo 4. After the controversial multiplayer of Halo Reach, Halo fans were excited to go back to the Master Chief and a more traditional multiplayer. Finally, no more will people be haunted by Bloom and that dastardly armor lock. As the servers went online, Halo fans worldwide jumped in.
What the f is this piece of shit?
Better new friendly game? COD is better new friendly game and better competitive game. COD Black Ops 2 is at least 10,000 times better.
So before we get into Halo 4's multiplayer, we need to understand what makes Halo's multiplayer great to begin with. So Halo's multiplayer is built around balance. When you spawn in, everyone in that moment is the exact same as everyone else. Same health, same shield, same weapons, same movement speed. You get the picture. I realise now there's probably a handful of people currently typing, "What about connection?" Yes, very clever, you're smart, ooh, good one. So in your standard Halo multiplayer game, if everyone has the same movement and shooting skills, the team that's going to win is the one that will skew the balance into their favour. In that case, the team that has the better map knowledge, understands where the power weapons spawn, uses the power weapons, teamwork and communication, vehicle ability, you get it. Halo is actually a game that is extremely simple. You don't need to worry about grinding for a particular weapon or building the perfect loadout that's going to give you a 0.02 millisecond kill differential that will put you in the 0.01% of loadouts, and you know what I'm getting at. Thinking about that stuff just makes me tired, and that's why I actually love Halo multiplayer, because you can effectively just leave for a year and come back, and apart from some minor balancing, weapon balancing, map balancing, the gameplay mechanics are going to be exactly the same. Loadouts and like skill trees, it just makes me tired. I'm looking at you, Destiny. See, raids are fun. Once. Like, I personally have no interest going through a 4 to 6 hour raid to get a particular set of boots that is going to complement the set of weapon that I got from a strike, which I had to grind that strike every week to get a weapon that has a particular loadout. It's exhausting. In fact, actually, yeah, you get it. When I first started playing Destiny, I had this weapon, I think it was called Praetor's Revenge. It's apparently a very good weapon. I was using it for about 6 months. And then my mate, when he got on to play, he asked me, "Oh, what scope are you using?" And I went to him, "You can change the scope, bro?" That's how little interest I have in actually looking deep in these weapons. When I'm given something, I just want to be able to use it. I know. So now we understand what makes Halo's multiplayer great. Let's get on to Halo 4. Where to start? Now, let's start with Frank O'Connor. I swear there is this clip of Frank O'Connor where he says that, talking about Halo 4, that the game needs to be unique to forge a new path to like be great. There you go. Alright, you just sit on your perch. I want you to keep, I'll chuck in the clip if I find it, but if not, just trust me, I'm a good source man, and just keep that in mind as we go forward. So as I said, Halo 4 released on the 6th of November 2012. This was very close to release date of Black Ops 2, which I believe was 12th of November 2012. And at that point in time, Black Ops was, I think Modern Warfare 3 was just before that as well. And that was, while it was much the same as Modern Warfare 2, it was still a very solid game, like extremely enjoyable for the community. So Halo 4 had some big shoes to fill. Now, as the servers went online, people noticed that in Halo 4 we now have loadouts. And while we did see loadouts in a way in Halo Reach, in Halo 4, it was just amped up, like big time. Now you could choose if you wanted to start with the DMR, the battle rifle, the light rifle. Grenades, you couldn't just pick up ones from a dead body. You could choose if you want to spawn with plasma grenade. It's just, ugh. Like, remember that quote I said about Frank O'Connor? I swear it's true, but Halo 4 and loadouts, it seemed very similar to COD. Now, let's quickly define what a power weapon is. In Halo, a power weapon is very simple. It's a weapon that can kill in one shot, so sniper, rocket launcher, grenade launcher, sword, you get it. If you can kill someone with one shot, then it's a power weapon. Now, it would make sense that you would never give someone a power weapon straight off the spawn. That would just be completely So the bolt shot is basically just a mini shotgun in your pocket. Why would that be available right off the spawn? If you did not have a bolt shot, you were just put at an extreme disadvantage in any single game. What's another thing that Halo 4 brought forward? Armor abilities. So armor abilities came in a lot of forms, one of them being Promethean Vision. Oh, what's Promethean Vision? It just gives you the ability to look through walls. You get hacks. You can see people through walls. Like, the armor abilities are fine, but I think maybe just have them available in maybe just your social playlists. Like, keep them out of the competitive players, which they kind of did at the end, but not really. In Armor Abilities' defense, they did have the Hard Light Shield, which is actually really funny, because instead of having rockets blow up on you, like, it just deflected them, so that was pretty good. Another thing that Halo 4 brought forward was specializations. Now, these specializations had certain perks and abilities you could chuck onto your armor, but you couldn't unlock them until level 50, and from there, each specialization had 10 levels in it that you had to unlock, so basically, I think there was 8 all up, so there's 80 levels. So the more you play and the more you grind, the better advantage you have over your opponents. To me, that just goes against what Halo stands for. Now, one of those specializations was Wet Work. Now, what Wet Work does is actually really cool, because if you use Wet Work and its ability, anyone who uses Promethean Vision, it makes it a lot harder for you to be seen. Cool. Also, your footsteps while using Wet Work are a lot quiet. Oh my god, it's just Ghost from Call of Duty. Frank, what have you done? That's just some main things. Let's talk about some nitpick. Capture the Flag. You remember that game type, right? Halo 4 added this cool ability that the flagpole has super glue on it, so you can't actually drop it. Hey, can you drop the flag for a second? I can't. What do you mean you can't? Just drop the flag. I can't drop it. Why are you pointing a gun at me? I don't know. Ah! Meanwhile, in Halo 3, a game released in 2007. Hey, can I have the flag? Sure, here you go. Now, the maps of Halo 4, they're trash.
Except you stay.
There are a handful that are okay, like Haven, but the vast majority of them are just grimy and they're not good. They're not enjoyable. So in every other Halo game, if you're aiming down the scope, if you get shot, you get knocked out of scope. So basically, if you're looking down the sniper rifle and you see someone on your scope and they look at you and shoot you once, you'll be knocked out. So it's like, oh god, I got hit. Halo 4 removed that, but now you do have flinch. So if you get shot, you like look around and you're like, oh man, I can't aim at him. But don't worry about that, because there's a specialization, I think it's called Rogue, where your flinch is a lot less. Now, for anyone that doesn't fully understand, Halo has a very slow kill time. So can you imagine sitting in scope with minimal flinch while someone's shooting you and you're just like, oh yeah, I'm getting hit and I'm just gonna keep aiming, bang. Like that is a huge advantage. Another nitpick, well, the battle rifle. Apart from it sounding like someone shaking around a box of nails. Yeah, so they moved the BR from a 4-shot down to a 5-shot. So the DMR, there was this argument that the DMR is a 5-shot better at range and the battle rifle would be better close-up. But the kill time was relatively the same, but the DMR was just way more accurate. So why would you pick the BR? They eventually patched this back to a 4-shot, but it just begs the question, why change it in the first place? It wasn't broken. Halo 4 also has objectively, this isn't even subjective, it objectively has the worst looking Master Chief.
Hey yo, what the
You lost your identity, Halo 4. After hearing all this, you might think that I hate Halo 4. I actually don't. See, back when I was peak playing Halo, I was extremely competitive, so I had a lot of issues with the game, but I have figured out a way to enjoy it. See, the way I look at Halo is a fan-made project of what Halo could be in a different timeline. That's how I look at it. I see it as someone's personal spin on what Halo is. I also have to remind myself not to get super competitive when jumping in Halo 4. I just have to sit back, relax, and go, this is just a bit of fun. Like, let's not take it too seriously. But yeah, that was my quick rant on Halo 4. Hope you liked the video. To the rest of you, enjoy your day.